told, I'm too bold. You cannot fuck with me, honestly. They so lukewarm, I'm too cold. I told her, come make it hot for me. I need to roll when I'm out of control. When I'm on the road, no stopping. Wait, hold on. Is this that YFLY shit? Bitch.
Just coming in and being me. I'm being real and saying what I feel, analysing my opponent, analysing everything about the whole game. And that's it. I'm not trying to play no games or nothing. There is no games in this. People always think it's a game or it's an act. It's no act and it's no game.
Truth be told, I'm too bold. You cannot fuck with me, honestly. They so lukewarm, I'm too cold. I told her, come make it hot for me. I need to roll when I'm out of control. When I'm on the road, no stopping me. Queen to the world, but she be my hoe. When she get down and she honor me. And she ain't doing no bow for me. I'm high, I ain't touch ground in weeks. You know my bop, but couldn't keep up. You couldn't even hold it down for me. Disturb me while I count my cheese. You would get curved when you count to 3. Find it ironic, command is a bouncer, but in this club she gon' bounce with me. Party. She doing drugs like a lab rat. Bitch, I'm the ball, not from Baghdad. Left you in the past, I can't backtrack. Bitch, the show not the one you can act at. So cut all that auditioning. Caught a trip and got caught in the riff. Caught this clip, set the mortician in. Pray for him. The mindset sell like professors. These niggas sell out concession. Hating should be a profession. Dating that bitch wouldn't play with the bitch. Cause she came in sinning and did no confessions. Bitch, I'm that pressure compression. When we start sexing, please don't bring me no obsession. Everything I do is essence, no less than the better. You old, I'm original. Fuck all the questions. I leave them guessing, can't give them much. This ain't no interview, they always shot. Watch, why? Niggas ain't solid like rock, they cynical. New age, everything digital. Know this shit a game, so I've been a rules. Matrix, yeah. I'm just thanking God that I came this far. Niggas scream gang, gang, gang on every damn thing. But they gang is soft. Bitch, I'm the 1, not the 2, not the 3. Yeah, you should watch.
Oh yeah, my mic. I just had to unmute my mic. What's going on? It's YFLYLive. What up, Drake? What up, different clips? What up? YFLYLive. I'm back live again. I've been promising to be more consistent again. Back on my daily streaming, and I'm trying to be a man of my word, and that's why I'm here. I also am doing free life path explorations for the day. So whoever does join up, I'm gonna, don't mind me saying repetitively, life path breakdowns for anybody that joins in. Just drop your birthday, and feel free to ask questions about what is your life path. I'm also doing free forecast. You said I keep telling me to sub you, and I'm sub. Yeah, I don't know what be going on that platform. It does that for certain people too. It says they wasn't following. I never understand what's going on there. But I do appreciate you being here. Hold on, let me actually shout the live on that side too. But whoever is here, if you're new, what's up? If you're not new, feel free to still drop a birthday, whether yours or someone else's. If you want any feedback, Nay, what's up, Nay? If you want any feedback and a forecast maybe. Now I'm gonna let explain what these things consist of as I go as well. Definitely tune everybody in that asks any questions too. Possible to do a life path on a deceased person? Absolutely. The deceased also lived the path, they lived the purpose as well here. So that's always fine to do a deceased person. If you want to drop a deceased path, that's fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. Why is my light goes not refreshing? That's crazy. There it goes. 7/7/1920 is your late great grandfather's b-day. Okay, for sure. So firstly and foremost, God bless his soul and transcendence. May he transcend to the highest realms. So his path here, as when he lived here, his path, okay, so he was a life path 8. Yeah, he was a life path 8. What that path consists of for him, and also being born on the 7th, what that would make your late great grandfather, he was the powerhouse, the general, the authoriton, the leader. He may have created a lot of powerful structures or systems throughout family, and life and career. And having a 7th day, what it does is make his purpose being that he was a material manifester, someone who's easily able to handle financial management, who's easily able to be like the general or CEO of something, the boss, the top tier exec. And his path was to learn how to manifest without always being practical, how to be able to follow suit with strategy. He was a strategist. And being born on the 7th, that makes him he was very analytical and an information junkie, somebody that studies a lot, somebody that is not easily fooled. And what his path foretold with that was that, you know, he was a very good judge of character. And when he was here, he made sure to be a giving individual too. He understood nature of people very easily. People with that path and number usually understand nature very, very easily, and how humans operate. So he either ran something big, created something bigger than self. That could have been even within just family. But whatever it was that he did and the way he lived, the power that came with what he did was always top tier. It was always top tier. He was also a Cancer. So yeah, a very giving individual. Showed a lot of love. And probably was big on family, big on home, big on things being structured and right. So big shout out and transcendence to your late great grandfather for surely. He built my whole family from the ground up. He's a World War II veteran and was given a Purple Heart in the Army. You can't make it up. General. Veteran. I just said that. They are the powerhouses, the generals. He had 9 kids. And my son lived to be 100. God bless, man. That's amazing. Living to be 100 years old is a feat within itself, but also being a World War II veteran. You could already see that was where his power, his ambition was in his purpose. So just know that he got to live out his purpose And he got to see almost 100 years old. That's miraculous. But the powerful purpose of the Life Path 8s are to be able to live with a legacy. They are legends, 8s. Now some real spell you fake me my day for that. I appreciate you too, bro. Definitely infinite love to you. I appreciate you even being here, and being able to share with me a sacred birthday such as your late great grandfather. God bless his soul, man, for sure. I'm more I do astrology, numerology for all signs or people or placements, living or not. I do children astrology as well. I do children numerology. So thank you, Drake, for asking that kind of question, because I actually, not on live, but I've actually never, I've had someone ask about people that passed, but never on live. And that could, if someone watches this live back, that could hopefully highlight for them a better way to see the mysteries of understanding someone's life when they no longer are here with us. And it's similar to my mom. My mom is a Life Path 9, and one of her favorite statements was, it takes a village. And it's crazy because that's what the Life Path 9s are. The people that create villages for sanctimony and resource for everybody to live off. And then the 8s are the material manifestors for the village. Those are the ones that go out and make it happen. They don't do the planning, they just go straight to it, strategy in their head. And it's amazing to see. And Life Path 8s are some of the richest people ever too, literally. Life Path 8s and 1s, that's the richest life path to have. So they about their money. If you are Life Path 8, you about your money. Or for it, or Life Path. Blessing, what's up, Blessing? Infinite love for you joining up. How you been, Blessing? That's crazy. You got to see my live. I know I'm restricted on that platform. I'm trying to fight through that and still come live regardless of people not seeing my notifications or stuff like that. As you said, you're not getting my noties. Draco as well. They have been restricting me. I'm not sure exactly why. I tried to appeal it, but I'm working with these platforms to still be here and be present and be more aware of what's being said and being done on these platforms. Blessing with the 6 roses. Infinite love to you. I appreciate you, Blessing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Another 5 roses on Blessing. That's a W. Thank you, Blessing. I appreciate you, for real. All love, infinite love to you. How you been? Oh, you say you good? Yeah, I'm been good too. Besides not being able to come live and interact with the community, interact with the people who do come to my lives or watch my lives back or anything like that. Everything's been good. Everything's been balanced. I know it's a lot of moving parts in the world right now, so my next few lives and my live today was supposedly gonna be for helping people with their life paths and forecast and giving them a little bit more insight. You said we love Mama Flo, like, yo, you know that. I appreciate you, Drake. Infinite love. Big W's for Mama Flo. You already know. And transcendence. God bless my mom. But yeah, I'm about to start doing more lives with. I'm basically giving out insight about current times and delving in on topics that a lot of people have heard me talk about on other platforms a lot. And I'm also starting a new platform soon too. I'm not gonna announce it yet, what I'm doing, but I'm working on it, and that platform is gonna be raw and uncut. So you could get into that one if you want to talk even deeper about certain topics that might be sensitive. But all in all, I do appreciate everybody, man, for bottom of my heart, like being here. Everybody that has been tuning back in with me. I want to be able to explain what's been happening and what to look forward to for November and December as well. But if you are here still with me, drop a birthday if you want to know. It could be yours, it could be someone else's. It could be compatibility, it could be a life path exploration. It can even be a forecast. Let me get a drink of water real quick. It could be anything of that nature. Quick drink of water. I want to be able to give out that insight and help out for sure. What else? October this has been a 1 month, so it's been testing us on our individuality, our independence, our leadership. That's the theme of this month. It's test and how do we initiate new things? How okay are you now with new cycles and new ways of living and new ways of doing things? That's what happens in 1 month. 1 months are specifically set up to put you in this feeling like of where not that you're alone, but that you are less. Rika, what up, Rika? That you are less social or interactive with others, just so you can get what you need done and push forward without forgetting about self as you do things, actions as you do things. Okay, we got a birthday 10/29/1972. So first and foremost, that's a Master 11 day. How you been, Rika? What up? A Master 11 day is already big. Yeah, a Master 11 day is already big. So we got one. All right, hold on. Let me see. 12. Oh, okay. That's a life path 13, aka the 4. So that life path is a life path of off rip. That's a karmic life path. It's a karmic number. So that path for that person can feel very difficult or very karmically attributed to them. Oh, we got an ad break. Let me know if you're still here. I know we got an ad. I know we got an ad right now. Let me know if you're still here. And I'll finish the reading if you are still here. But yeah, that's a life path 13 right there. That's a karmic life path. And I don't say karmic to be daunting or negative at all. Lover girl, what's up, lover girl? Hey, how you been? That's crazy. Anybody that's joining in that, from my old, when I was going live before, if y'all even see me live, that's dope because I know I've been restricted and my visibility has been turned off, so people don't get my notifications or anything really. All I can do is keep sharing out the live, keep trying to get back into the algorithm. So if y'all could like up the live, share the live, or hit that follow if you new, that all helps out. Help me, convince the algorithm again that I'm worthy of being there. Let me know if you back off the ad. I don't know if we still on the ad right now. We still on the ad. What's up, lover girl? I hope all is well. Hope you've been taking it balanced and easy with yourself. Definitely hope you've been taking it easy. Aquarius energy. Right now, the Aquarian tests are heavy. The Leo tests are heavy. But I promise you, we will all make it through. Just gotta stay resilient and believe in yourself. Believe that you beat your last test for a reason. You beat this one too. So shout out all the Leos and Aquarius, man. These tests been heavy, but Leos and Aquarius are about to hit the glory soon. Real soon. All right, we back off the ad. Let me know if you're still here, Drake, so I can finish that reading for you. For the 1972 date. If you still here with me, let me know. All right, you here? All right, bet. So yeah, what I was saying was, that's a life path karmic 13. So when I say karmic, it doesn't have to mean daunting or negative. When I mean karmic is that life path can feel a little bit unusually difficult for that person. And having a 13 can test their relationships a lot, can test their sense of self and individuality a lot. I appreciate you, brother. 100. And a life path 13 is the path of being here for learning a better way of structure, to implement a better way of stability for your life, and a big test on you and how do you deal with relationships and partnerships or familyhood. That all can happen from just having that life path 13. But the karmic 13 will test the karmic duty of being able to show more compassion towards others, be less criticizing or critical of others. Do not look for others to be perfect. It's like it's a karma of how do you relate, but not like the karmic 16, which is actually how do you relate. It's a how do you relate to others, not the world as a whole. And then being born on the 29th, that's a master 11 day. So that person is highly psychic or intuitive, highly able to use their intuitions for better energy. They usually see things before they happen and stuff like that. You say, what the fuck, you really do this? That's what's up, man. W for your resonating young king. You say, yeah, you really do this because that date is my pops be there. You really describe him like you know him. Like, bro, yeah, numbers don't lie, bro. The numbers don't lie. That's the thing. The numbers don't lie. So when you get that number energy, you already know, they told us numbers don't lie for a reason, but they also told us numbers are quantity, but they're also quantum. They are energy based. So when I see numbers, I can understand energy at least a brief scale. If I do a full reading, it'll be like 20 plus numbers usually for a whole numeroscope reading. If anybody ever wants to tap into a full reading with me, just let me know. I got a website, YFLYLive.com. It's actually in the corner here or at the bottom, depending on what platform you on right now. I am multi-streaming. And in that website, you can go there and check out some of my life path breakdowns and how do I do some of this work. But shout out to Draco Drillerman. Big W's to your pops. Big W's to your pops. He's a psychic. He's a master 11, and his life has felt difficult, but unusually difficult, like where, his strides at management. He's a very good manager of his time and resource, but it's like no matter what he do, sometimes his life has tested him to be better than before, like in to really pay attention and have awareness to how much compassion and empathy he's showing himself and others. He can be highly critical of self or highly critical of others if on a low frequency or low alignment. But master 11 days, those are usually very positive people. They may suffer from anxiety and sensitivity issues at times where chaos or things out of order may make them prone to like retreat or to feel highly stressed. Also, being a life path 13-4 will make him someone who can rationalize very easily. Very pragmatic thinker. A person who does not need emotions all day just to make a decision. He's very logically sound. You may suffer from some overthinking though with that 4 and that 13, and then being an 11, a lot of stuff happens in his mind. A lot of stuff, which can stagnate or hinder his creativity or fluidity. Hence the life path 3s, which is before the 4, like his. The 3s are the most fluid and creative. The 4s are the best with pragmatic structure, managerial, rationalism, and just making things make sense. And he can even make his intuition make sense when he get that gut instinct and those psychic thoughts. He knows how to pick apart and discern easily. A lot of life path 11s suffer from sometimes being too into the intuition and not into the moment that's happening. He has both best of both worlds. He can see the far out, like, all right, what's about to happen. Then he can make sense of what's happening right now to tie them together. So don't play with that type of a psychic when it comes to like truth, telling them truth, and keeping it transparent with these type of people. So shout out to him. Anybody else here that wants to drop a birthday, feel free. Shout out Jaya. Sorry if I haven't been catching y'all when y'all join in, man. I usually greet everybody and thank you for the likes. I see y'all over there. I'm keeping up with a few different platforms at once as well. So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. But if you are here with me, you are amazingly appreciated. Amazing. Let me get some more of this water. Full screen. Water keeps you going. Water keeps you going. Water keeps you going, you know. But yeah, anybody else that joins in or is here or anything of the nature, if you don't understand what a life path is, you want to know what that is, without just dropping a birthday, feel free to do that too. I'm not against breaking down what I'm talking about before giving it out as well. That's always fine with me. A lot of people have not ever even dabbled into numerology sometimes to know, the difference between astrology and numerology, or what's the effects of even learning this type of stuff and utilizing it. I would say that mainly it helps your awareness. It helps the direction you already were going. It gives you a GPS for the purpose and desire you were already looking for. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my music too. Let me go ahead and turn off my music. Where's the mouse? My other mouse died on me, and now I need my other one, and I don't know what I did with that one. Just my luck. Oh, okay. It's right in front of me. Right in front of me. Crazy. The last one, 225. I got you, bro. No matter. No, I'm here. So, I appreciate you being here too. I'm trying to get back in the niche of going live. So, a lot of people probably haven't seen me live in a while, but I'm breaking through these restrictions. Trying to get back in the algorithm. The likes and you being here or anybody commenting, everything. It helps me convince that algorithm I'm worthy of being there. So I appreciate you. I got you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn this music off actually. We don't necessarily need music for the live. Let me know if you hear off that ad break or if it's still an ad break. Once you back off the ad, let me know, and I'll break it down. All right, got you. So, 225. That's a life path 1. Yeah, that's a life path 1. So, a life path 1. Yeah, life path 1 would be the life path of the leader and the independent. Blicky, what up, Blicky? My boy, how you feeling? Appreciate you joining in, King. What up with you? A life path 1 would be a life path of somebody, and it's for you, Draco. Life path 1 would be the life path of someone who's here to be the leader, the independent one, the unique one, the one that stands out from the crowd, and the one that leads others to a great version of what they should follow in life when they're in the high alignment. And then this person is also born on the 25th, so the 25th will make this person very withdrawn from society or social norms, or just not too into being around people that much. It might come out in different ways. It might be like this person is the theme of their life is to be introverted a little bit or more reserved and chill instead of the super expressive one. So being that they have a life path 1, which is the life path of independence, and they're born on the 25th, which is the 7, which makes them very prone to being an analytical person, someone who rather stand outside the crowd and critique the crowd more than be part of the crowd, and very withdrawn from anything that doesn't bring them peace. They're big on peace, big on peace. They may even like lead peace following type of situation. So this may be an activist based person. This may be a person who's very righteous in a cause, spiritual, practical. This may be a person who is very, very like picky with friends or picky in relationships, picky with like who they want to spend their time with, and like really a person that makes value out of and this is also okay, we got a Taurus there, right? No, not a Taurus. I'm tweaking out. That's a Pisces. Yeah, so we got a Pisces energy. So this is a psychic as well, but in a different way. A person who guides themselves in a mystical way, where they are probably very in tune with their own spirituality. Whether no matter what version that is, they are. You can't take them off their path. They are very resilient, and some of their negatives in life will be like that. They are prone to being too isolated and cutting themselves off or cutting people off too much. Being a person who is too impulsive with that life path 1. Sometimes people are impulsive there. They may get up and go without thinking too much first. They may run from leadership as well as a negative. Some of the negatives of people with 7 and 1, it can make them like shy away from leadership in a sense where they're not scared of it, but they'll rather go the opposite direction when presented that opportunity, even though they may be one of the best leaders to do it. And a lot of nervous tension may come from being around people or the wrong crowds. It can make them prone to be very antisocial and then like cut off resources and opportunities that may come from people. And then one more, maybe like a my way or highway kind of person sometimes. At times, may or may not happen, but with that alignment, it can make you prone to feel like my way is the best way, and if anyone is not following that, or if they're not into that way, then to hell with them. Hit them with the. That's how the life path 1s get. Like, get up out of here. I don't need you. I'ma do it myself. Life path 1's quick to tell you I'ma do it myself. Get up out of here. Yeah. This person, it's maybe not lonely. They just have selective people around. Very, very small groups that they trust and rock with. Not too social. Not too social, What up, though, Blicky? You been on the K, man? I know you probably got all your cap breakers by now, man. You probably went crazy. Don't you? You got all your caps. If I get a few more people in that want to drop some birthdays, that's why I said Draco, it's fine no matter how many birthdays you drop. I see people in here. I appreciate y'all that's in here, but I want to continue with the life path exploration. So if y'all got any birthdays, drop a birthday. If you're new here, make yourself known. Make yourself seen. Say what's up. And I appreciate you if you are here, because you helping me getting back in that algorithm phase where the algorithm for a minute was like, you restricted. So algorithm was restricting me. Like, I literally got notifications on multiple platforms that I'm being restricted. That's crazy. What did I do to be restricted? I'm just here teaching the people, helping the people, trying to be YFLYLive. Is it because I'm promoting my website, YFLYLive.com? I'm always promote that. I'm always promote the site. Can't stop that. YFLYLive.com. Make sure you check that out. Good music, good videos, good everything. YFly there. I'm gonna finish talking a little bit about this forecast for November because it's about to be tricky. I mean, October is also already tricky right now. October, we're in a 1 month. When we got a 1 month, like I said, it's gonna test you on your individualism, your independence, your leadership. How do you want to be seen as self? That's what are the main tests during 1 month. So this October has probably been testing your ego, your persona, a little bit of how you fit in or don't fit in. It's probably been testing how you need to start initiating new cycles or doing new things, a new way of doing something you've been doing, so that it can work better for you. That's what this month is about. But being that we're in a 9 year, it's ending a lot of things too. So it's funny. It's the 1 and the 9, the start and the beginning. I mean, what? Not the start and the beginning. That doesn't even make sense. The beginning and the end. It's the beginning and the end energy right now. A lot of us it feels confusing. It feels like push and pull. A lot of us feel out of place, out of sorts, and like struggling to find the middle ground and accomplishment and what you believe is happening versus what's actually happening, and dealing with the back and forth of that, which that adversity might have been testing your beliefs because we're also in Saturn, Pisces. So it's just a lot of energy that's confusing our beliefs, testing our beliefs, putting us on a chopping block of what we actually put the work in for and actually didn't put the work in for. And it's making you see that from a realistic perspective and a better perception without criticizing yourself and, self-antagonizing and vindicating yourself. Just putting yourself in a better grace and light of, damn, okay, this is the truth of what's happening for me. This is the truth of what's been going on. What should I do about that truth? How can I make that truth better? And how am I seeing that truth perceptionally? Am I seeing it as just a negative? Am I seeing it as too positive and being delusional? Am I being pessimistic and looking at it as woe is me, everything's victim? You have to find the middle ground of, okay, I understand the adversity, the negative here, but I also have hopefulness, faith, and vigor to keep working towards a better balance. Always stay in balance. Don't try to do too much of the other sides or commit to one side, because that is the extremity and you have to stay in that side. And then when you are tested with the other side, the battle is harder because you haven't given yourself no flexibility to understand both sides. No thing is one thing. You have to give yourself that flexibility to understand everything has positive and negative attributes. There's a flip side of each coin. There's a counter opposite on each level that you get to. Where do you stop to not embrace that balance and now knock yourself into one side, and now look, you get blindsided with the other side? You don't want that to happen. You getting blindsided, like, not good. You don't want to get blindsided. Alright? So if we are not doing any more life path explorations, then that's been a great one. I'm gonna just play some more of my tape. I've been giving a little bit of my tape out. Unless anybody had a birthday while you here, I'm gonna play a little bit more of my tape out. Masses duality on the way. Pushing for a winter release, but tonight I will be back also with the topics that I was talking about before, the relationship topics. I'm coming live with relationship psychology, and I want to see what the psychology of people is behind these relationships currently in this 2025 climate, almost 2026. I believe relationships is at one of the worst psychological points of all time, but I mean, that could be just my opinion. Besides that, I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna have another live where I play my tape and I give some exclusive access to some of the stuff I've been working on. And besides that, it's been a great one. Until I do that, I'll see y'all then. Infinite love to you all. YFLYLive, man. I'm gonna leave out with some YFLYLive music. Hopefully you check out the site YFLYLive.com if you like what you hear. I don't know, it's gonna play something random, so don't judge me. We all get judged. Infinite love. You heard YFLYLive.
Can't be your hero. I don't even own no cape, sweetheart.
I came back just to say this. Shout out to who I think I just seen you. This is literally just because you joined in and hit me with the wall before I get out of here. Shout out to whoever. I don't know if that was you, but it looked like you. You was just on somebody live. They got a TikTok universe. Cause it popped. I don't know why it popped up as a notification at the top of my joint. But good to see you. I hope all has been well. All is healthy and balanced. Shout out to the TFC, the originals, man. They've been blocking me. But I am still here. I am still gonna go strong regardless. I had to do that for a personal TFC member. If you watching this live, you don't know what's going on. I'm just showing love to one of the original supporters and letting them know, yes, I am alive. I am here. I'm alive and well. I'm alive and well. They tried to block me out, but I'm still here. Yo, I think that happened last time I was leaving when you was coming in, right? I mean, my visibility is low. Nobody gets my notifications no more, so nobody comes to show me no love no more. They don't jump. Yeah, I've been restricted. I've been low-key blocked. I don't know if it's blocked, restricted. But yeah, they told me my visibility will be cut. And that right there was like, all right, just an adversity I got to figure out over time. I don't know why. I think drinking water. But regardless, they can't beat me, man. I'm here. Regardless, y'all wasn't even hearing what happened. You could talk about it. Oh, nah, I mean, I don't know what happened. On the real, I literally don't. Like, I got on live one day, and it was just like, yeah, your live is being restricted. Just like that. They just kicked me off. They kicked me off the joint. Like, get out of here. Oh! They just kicked me off. That should do favorite sound. Which one? That one? They got me out of here like that. That's how they did me. They got me out of here just like that. Nah, but I'm back though. I'm back. Trying to break back into this algorithm some way, somehow. Yeah. I see. Was you just on somebody live? Was that you or am I tweaking? Did you send a TikTok universe? Cause I don't know how I got the notification. I'm like, oh, that's what's, like, you on live. I didn't know if you was on live or you received one. It popped up like Blancita sent. I don't know. Oh yeah, definitely missed you too, for sure. Missed everybody from the TFC, feel me? Especially my top OG supporters. They don't even send y'all my notifications no more. Yeah. Was you on somebody? You didn't send a TikTok universe just a second ago? Yo, that's crazy. Nah, somebody must have your name. I swear it can't. I think they spelled it Blanquita like the real way, like with QUI. Not the real way, you know. I ain't trying to come at you with the real way. You know what I mean, the other way. But yeah, they spell it. But yeah, me, man, I've been living life doing what I have to do, regardless of being live. But it's like, bro, breaking me back into the algorithm, y'all. Help me out. Help me out, y'all. They kicked me out the algorithm. I feel you. The cute ugly anyway. Saying a letter is ugly is mad crazy. To say a letter is ugly, you said that 22581B, it was my mom, my screen recorder, and showed the clip. She said you spot on. God bless the mama love. God bless to the queen. God bless to the queen. Yo, Draco, I appreciate you, bro, for sharing it with your parents. You know, you don't know how much that mean to me, bro. And for them to also resonate, because they could have been like, what, that boy ain't talking about nothing good. What he talking about? Get him out of here. Oh. They didn't do that. They was like resonating. So I appreciate that, Draco, for real. You know what you got to do. I know what I got to do. I know what you about to tell me. I mean, but that doesn't work. I mean, it works, but like the phone, no. Oh no. Help me get back into the algorithm, please, y'all. I'm begging you. Like the live, share the live, please. Help me. They kicked me out of the algorithm. They restricted my lives. I'm begging you, share the live. Like the lives. Write a comment. Clip my live. Do something. Sad and sarcastic. Some hem. Oh, nah, yeah. Oh, listen. You said some hem. Man, I listen. Nah. You heard? Nah. I don't know about that. AZ in the spot. What's up, big bro? Peace, brother. My brother in here, man. Big W's, my brother AZ in here. What up, A? Yeah, I got to see it eventually. I wish we had phone contact for the next one. The phone contact. We missed the Halloween. What's up? Halloween stream. See? We missed the horror game. Him. I know you seen it clearly. You talking about doing some hem shit. Yeah. Some hem shit is exactly what that is. But yo, Draco, once again, bro, if you got any birthdays, for sure, I appreciate you, bro. One more W to the parents, Mama OG, Mama Draco, and Pops, man. That's fire that you even got them in tune. I'm just going back to the other platform and remembering that you even commented. That's 100, bro. Celestial energy, you know that. Celestial energy. It's only right. Yo, I appreciate you joining. Hey, how you, brother? You seen clips? So you could still, I mean, it's not even in movie. I think they about to take it out of movies already. They about to take it out of movies. Which is weird. Nah, I appreciate the share for sure. You know how that go. They knocking you out the algorithm. There's nothing you could do about it. But try to push yourself back into the algorithm. The algorithm ain't even a person. That's the crazy thing. The algorithm is ran by who? They are people. Nah, but if you've seen the clips, like, you should really see the movie. Like, my apologies, you know, that was a flop on my end. Not really, actually. I couldn't even go live after that. That was around the time I got the restrictions. The men, The man them.
What the
They be wilding out, you heard? So, you know, it's crazy. But yeah, y'all, I want to still finish off talking about October, being that I'm still here. I was gonna come back and talk about it. But yeah, October, man, it's testing our leadership, independence, individuality. Why don't we watch movies in Discord? That's fire. Never thought about that. That's fire. That's a great idea. But the quality might be a little messed up. I mean, nah, actually, you could do the online stream thing, right? Can you go right to a web browser, right? Like a web browser type vibes. Discord streaming is fire. That'd be fire. What I was also about to say was, yeah, man, they knocking me out the algorithm, but I'ma still come and educate about the times, the transits, the forecast. You can still drop a birthday if you want, life class expiration, forecast, anything. Shout out Draco Driller for his readings on parents. That's a real one for coming to get readings on the parents right on stream. And you know, that's a hard sell to the elders, and you know, when I do readings for people that are like parents or older, or they're not into like the studies that I'm into, or they feel like it's more new age, I feel more accomplished when they resonate. Not more accomplished, I feel a different type of accomplishment when they resonate, because it's like it shows that their brain isn't callous to growth. You know, when we get a certain age, sometimes we callous our brain to growing and not being able to pull in more information because they ain't closed-minded. So that's a blessing. Exactly. Shout out to all of the elders of the world, or the parents out there that's not closed-minded. I do, like I said, I do children astrology, children numerology, children human design. I do a lot of different breakdowns and readings. I help children with trauma reports of, like, if you come to me about astrology and numerology breakdown for your child, I can also help you with things that will prevent traumas. That, you know, we all might say some traumas are faded, but no, you know, the event may be faded, but what it does to us is based off of what we know, our environment, and what we grew up around, and our reaction to it. The traumatic event might still, you know, occur, but it may delegate differently if you know certain awarenesses before that event or during that event. So I do all that, but with the parents, you know, it's always a blessing for them to resonate, man. And yeah, Blanquita, I've been trying to come back live daily again. I've been here yesterday. I was here the day before that. It's like my last 3 days. And as you know, my typical TFC hasn't even been getting the notifications. Like, people have been writing me like, yo, I didn't get no notification of your live, yada yada. And I'm not necessarily like, I'm not even angered by that or nothing. I'm more like understanding the adversity I have to go around now to, and also based off the alignments. That's another reason I'm not like that. Like, the alignments right now are testing us on the endings of things and the beginnings of things at the same time. So as I was breaking down a little bit earlier, it's making us all feel a little bit out of whack. Like, it's like a push and pull energy. And that push and pull energy is coming with the sense of, like, there is more reason to initiate something new regardless of what you've been doing than ever. But it's also because the endings that are happening and the completions and finalizations, they're happening while we all feel an urge to do something new anyway. Break out of certain norms, break out of certain structures and societal ways. And the world is showing you that, you know, like, from the shutdown down to what y'all hearing about in the skies, down to what, and if this is what restricted me before, I guess I always will be restricted, because I'm gonna talk what I know and what's happening, what's coming on. I am opening new platforms that I'm gonna be able to talk with more sensitive topics that people are gravitating towards and understanding. But in terms of, like, these transits and forecasts, we're in Saturn Pisces. It's testing all of our beliefs, all of our perceptions, all of how we feel about something, not just what we're doing about it. That's Saturn Aries, which is next. Saturn is discipline, karma, how we view death, how the endings of cycles for things, right? So if Saturn, Aquarian, Saturn, Capricorn, that is ruled by Aquarius. And shout out AZ, my brother, you still here, I appreciate you, bro. He said yes as soon as I say that. That's an Aquarius right there. So as an Aquarius, Saturn is the disciplined planet, and a lot of Aquarians already understand the change of societal norms being in this age of Aquarius easily, because it's not that things are changing and we can't adapt. What's happening is the truth and everything that's being exposed is happening at such a rapid pace. It feels like you can't be prepared for it, but you were prepared for years already. You were prepared for a long time for what's happening. You've been predictively prepared, where you see it on TV, you've seen videos, movies about it, or you've been prepared at a basis of your own consciences or your conscious, or you using more than two eyes to see things. You already prepared by understanding not everything's a conspiracy. And sometimes them conspiracies come back and right up on you, yeah? Like, you thought it was a conspiracy, now it's like you might owe your conspirator friend an apology now. You might owe a few you was right if you wasn't a person understand. Like, look at your daily news now. It's talking about this 3-eye atlas, and whether that's their programming and their people trying to put a mass charade or illusion together, regardless, look what they feel like we're ready for as news now. Look what they say we're ready for as news. You already know. So beyond understanding it is about feeling it in your intuition too, because you can understand the data and the information that's being given out, but how do you intuitively see, yo, times are changing so fast that we got told the world's spinning faster at the same time of being told the world is going through mass environmental shifts, mass global calamity. So it's like, how do you tie it together? Things are happening faster, but things are also coming to an end. 1 in 9. We're in a 9 year. For the whole year, things are ending. Next year will be a 1 year. But for this year, you have to allow things to come to a close. This is a year of just resting and releasing things that no longer serve you, and put forth more faith, because Saturn and Pisces is testing you. Saturn, discipline, on your faith and belief. Pisces is, what do you have faith and belief in? That's right after Aquarius. Aquarius is the knowledge, the knowfulness. Aquarius is the logic. We're now in Pisces, Saturn. So as a global collective, that means you, me, your friend next to you, your wife, your husband, your co-worker, we're all experiencing Saturn and Pisces, tests, disciplines to our beliefs. What is delusion to us? It needs to be made concrete, or get out of our head and let it out your system, or what is not being believed in enough and you don't have the right perceptions on, that you need to shape and put more compression towards. So now you're like, all right, I know I'm not bugging. That's when you get the W. When you like, all right, Aquarius is I know. So if I live through the I know, we did Saturn Aquarius. That was 2 years into last year. We did that. Now we in Saturn Pisces, and it's just testing. Yeah, you know what you know, but what do you believe about what you know? I know it sounds tricky because belief doesn't sound like knowledge, right? Belief sounds like I don't have proof, but I feel like. And especially if you're a man, the masculines during this time is probably dealing with a lot of breaking through the delusions and illusions of others too, because the masculines operate in logic. Some of our women have the intuition that things are changing. Some of the men have to really see it logically for them to take that action. But if you are a man tapped into intuition and emotion, shout out to you. That is a great point to have and be at. But all in all, the masses of us are experiencing endings while we're also supposed to begin new things. So that feels like walls are closing in. One side of the future is closing in, and one side of the past is closing in. But if you run to either side and just try to push back on the wall and stay on that side, you're never going to be in the right proper balance. You got to run right through the middle and make sure you're in the right balance to get out of it. Being too positive will lead you to delusion, lead you to gullibility. Being too positive might lead you to living in the clouds. And living in the clouds. Love a girl, what's up? Yes, it's definitely been a while. I hope you've been well. Hope you've been balanced. Infinite love to you for joining up, love a girl. And that's crazy. I just was speaking on Aquarius. Summoned another Aquarius, and shout out my Aquariuses out there. Big W's to all my Aquariuses for your resilience. Big W's to all my Leos for your resilience too, man. Leo and Aquarius, man. What a year. What a year. But I promise you 2026 is in our favor. I promise you that. I promise you. This was in Libra's favor this year. Shout out to the Libras. And some of the Aries out here. That's so weird because I felt the need to stop by. That's crazy. Everything is synonymous. Everything is synchronized. Yeah, I was just talking about how we got out of Saturn, Aquarius, and Saturn, Pisces. It makes some Aquarius even feel weird. It makes all of the logical signs or the rational signs, the earth signs, or some of the air signs, it makes them feel weird during these type of times because the discipline is water. Saturn, Pisces is water. And when you have a planet of discipline like Saturn, placed with a planet like placed with a zodiac like Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, the energy can feel mystical and just a little bit, I don't want, for lack of a better term, say weird, but it can just feel how empirical emotions are. How much emotions are actual catalysts for events and things like that and manifestations. It's crazy how you remember all of our signs. Man, I love my community. If you TFC, if you part of just the Flowology, just somebody that supports you, been here, I try, and I know you like a person that is genuine and consistent. I'ma always remember things about you. Even sometimes your schedule, if I know I'm streaming early, this person is at work, they might can't make it, or I'm streaming late, this is their time, stuff like that. So I never, like, just for y'all being here without getting notifications, and like I said, they've been restricting me, so y'all been helping me get back in the algorithm. Blanquita, you already know I was just in here like, help me get back to the algorithm, y'all. Could you spare a like or two? Could you spare a share? Could you spare a comment? They knocked me out of the algorithm. They've been restricting me, y'all. They want to ban YFLYLive. They want to ban. I gotta drink water off screen. Chat, he was out here begging. Ain't no shame in my game. Could you spare a like? Just for free. You can spare a like. You can share the live even for free. You can follow me. Nah, but on a real note though, yeah, they've been trying to push me out the algorithm. I mean, like, listen, I look at all the adversity as part of the process. Like, I love the process. And going into October is when it happened, and we were in a 9-month, so September had to end certain things. September was a 9-month and a 9-year, double the ending. So in September, the test was heavy for people in terms of getting rid of things that no longer serve you, letting go of things that no longer serve you, letting go of people that no longer serve you, yada, yada. But now the beginning of things, October, is also happening in the ending kind of a year. So it feels even more illusory. Like, you're like, damn, should I go harder because I don't see things working out this way for me? Or should I go harder for this type of relationship because of drinking water? Yeah, you can't drink water on screen on this platform that you're on currently. Shout out to the other platforms, man, that y'all let me drink water, man. I love y'all. I love this platform, too. I ain't going to name no name. I'm just saying this platform, that platform when I'm talking to certain people. I can't even do color app this, color app that no more. I'm going to just stay out of that. I'm going to not do that no more. You get what I'm saying? He said shady. Yeah, it's crazy out here. But anyway, it's crazy. They doing me crazy out here. Can't drink water. They blocked me for drinking water. KTOZ, thank you for joining. Could you share a like? Could you spare a like on my live, please? They're kicking me out of the algorithm. I can't be seen in the FYP or the Explore pages anymore. Could you like the live, please, for $0 today? Could you like the live? Just double tap the screen. I love y'all, man. AZ with the number 3 gift. My nephew X in here. What up, Neff? Put your water bottle in a boot. It's crazy. You are crazy. Yo, my bad. She got me hitting the wrong soundboards and all that, y'all. She said, put my water bottle in a boot. Yeah, X, they talking about you drink water. They don't know what it is. And I need more water now. See? Just y'all talking. You talking about too much water. And you a water sign talking about water. Get out of here. It's because of your element. They talking about I can't drink water on screen. All right, bet. All right, I'm going to drink it off screen and I'm going to stay hydrated. So you telling me I got to die of dehydration while I'm streaming? But nah, shout out my Cancers, my Scorps, and my Pisces, man. I love the water signs out there, man. Y'all good people. But this Saturn and Pisces, y'all got it kicking our ass, man. What's going on? Pisces. I need a Pisces. Somebody get a Pisces in here. I need to ask what is going on. Yeah, that's exactly what they want, right? I need to know what's going on. I need a water sign. Matter of fact, I'm putting it all on you, Blanquita. You the only water sign. Shout out all my Aquarius in here. I think nah. No, that ass life been life and for sure though. But like as a water sign, can you tell us why it feel like that? Can you let us know as a water sign? Are people too much in their feelings right now, or is it just the word is bugging? Nah, you ain't gonna get jumped, man. You good. You know you protected the Flowology. I don't know. You supposed to tell me it's crazy. I'm supposed to be the astrologist, right? Nah, yeah, I do know what's happening. I mean, like on a serious note, I don't want anybody like if you want to drop a forecast, if you here with me right now, drop your birthday, and you know I'll give you your personal forecast for you. But as a whole global collective, my theme for everybody, similarly, like if I could give 2 sentences to everybody as a whole, is hang on. It's almost over. Stay resilient. It's almost over. Do not give up now. This giving up now, like at a point like October 13th, 5:59 p.m. as I said, giving up at this time right now is like literally getting to the finish line at a race and having one more step in the race, but being so tired that you like, matter of fact, forget the race. I'm done. Imagine doing that. Like, imagine being in a race. You in front of you done. The race is done, but you got a few steps. Some of us got 5 steps left. Some of us got 1 or 2. Some of us got 10 because you ain't put no work in. You didn't work on yourself. You didn't work on nothing. That's just what it is. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to take your advice. I've been going through it. Listen, I'm a vulnerable streamer. And if y'all part of my community, some comments in this live is filtered to protect the community's experience. They're trying to ban me again. They saying that your comments are not good. Can you please just like up the live and keep the comments clean so that I can get pushed back into the algorithm? I don't know what to do, Blanquita. X, I don't know what to do, X. I don't know. I appreciate y'all liking up. We had 2.7K, man. Big W's to everybody in here. I love y'all all for real, infinitely, genuinely, and from the bottom of my soul, man. My heart is just an organ. Let's get it. At the end of the day, the adversity that y'all feeling right now, hang on, because y'all literally, everybody in this chat, if you come back and watch this live, no matter what platform you be watching it on or whatever, man, if you just know me, you know Flo, you know I'm not going to steer you wrong when it comes to transits. Yes, this is a test in transit, probably one of the hardest. From August till now, it's been the hardest. I'll say July till now. because that was the beginning of retrograde. Those have been the hardest times in human history for some of us, besides Maxine time, when they, the jabs. Besides that, I think this has been the biggest test of humanhood. If you are human, you don't even know what you're doing right now. Like, be honest with me. Like, if you in my chat, let me know. No matter what platform you on, I see it's 2 viewers here. We got 5 here. Hold on, we got 5 over there. Okay, listen. No matter what platform you on, let me know. Somebody drop a comment. 1 or 2 people at least, please. Confirm to me if you are human right now, but you don't know if you are. Like, you don't know if you actually a human. Like, you don't know if you live in human life anymore right now. Like, are you even in Earth right now? Are you on the world? Too hard. I feel like I'm being jumped by the whole Dipset, Locks, Wu-Tang Clan, and G-Unit. All right, we got 1 person to resonate. Like, let me know. Anybody here with me, please. Let me get 1 more person to let me know. Because it can't be just me and Blanquita. Are you on this earth right now and everything just feel like you an alien on this earth right now? Like, everything's just happening and you don't know what is happening. Like, are you even in the right? Like you said, am I even here? AZ said yes. X said, what is it? Some people aren't humans, just programmed to think like one. That is a fact. Yeah, that is facts though. Shout out X. That's a fact. The NPCs are active right now. AZ said yes. So we got more than 1 person out here feeling like shit is just happening, bro. Right? So with that thought, right? I follow up with saying it's supposed to feel like that. I know. Don't shoot the messenger though. Don't shoot the messenger though. You feel me? I know this shit feel like right now. Feel like it's fire on your ass. It feel like everybody is on their verge and precipice of panicking, crashing out. Some people's eyes are not open. Absolutely, eh? Absolutely. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Shout out Blanquita. It's okay. Hang on. Listen, as AZ just said, man, and that is my brother. I'm going to also shout out my nonprofit as I've done before, but I got one of my brothers here. I had Sincere here. Sincere was here, and I shouted out my brother from that's my brother for real, but also my brother from a very powerful movement called Myra's Kids. My nonprofit team, AZ. So if y'all know from being part of the TFC, I help and work with the youth. That's one of my big inspirations right there, AZ, for doing the work that I do. My brother embraced me with the work I did. Shout out Sincere as well for joining in on the live before. And like, I'll let y'all know that I do a lot of work with them. Y'all gonna see a lot of the posts soon. We're gonna have a Myra's Kids on each platform. We do have a Myra's Kids right now on Instagram. Please hit it with a follow if you got one. And we are a nonprofit that is specializing in helping all of the youth coming up, mentoring youth, and raising achievers. You said sounds fire? Yes, Blanquita. I know you've seen some of my posts prior, but I want to start branding on different platforms, my brothers, and y'all hit them with the follow, Sincere, AZ, if y'all see them here, and just support what they do too, just like y'all support me if y'all could, because we are raising up the youth, and that's our future. So sometimes y'all see I be having youth here live with me, or I'll have youth that join in my chat. Listen, I'm one of those people that as I grow older, I'm tapping in the youth even more. Don't be those, don't get older and be one of them older people that's like, oh, the youth is bugging, I ain't helping them. That's like, the source won't reward you, and you're gonna live karmically indebted to that. I'm telling you, try to remember that the youth is our future. Yes, as we should, absolutely. The youth is our future, and whatever work you could do towards helping them and showing them a better light that you didn't have, you are being selfless, and that's what the universe wants to see. Not just with the youth. The universe wants to see you be selfless with everything. But when you do it with the youth and babies and animals and nature, these are the most overlooked parts of our society. I'm gonna let that sink in. When you do it with the animals, nature, and the youth, you helping out the most overlooked parts of society. adults is worrying about what the adults got going on. Hence, we all feel like we in crazy hood right now. Hang on. Listen, 2026 is about to change it up for us all. I have a young man that works here. I'm going to bring him to you. He needs guidance. Absolutely do that. My brother AZ is also posting that we come to our march on the 21st of the month. It's a youth action month. It's youth action month. Absolutely. 21st of the month, if y'all can make it out. I'm going to start on this platform. I ain't going to say the name because I don't want to keep confusing platforms. But on this platform you on, I'm going to make us a page here. I know we got the IG. I'm going to make us a page here, and we're going to post that. And I'm going to start sharing that on my page, too. Appreciate you, Blanquita. Definitely. And shout out my nephew X liking up the live. That's also one of my youth, man. I just had him say something to me the other day that made me feel better as an elder that, you know, he could, I'm not going to say his exact words, but he said, you know, he feel like he could be more himself when he's in parties with me and stuff like that. And I'm an elder uncle to him or whatever, but I'm letting him grow. Like, be you, because the mistakes and the successes that you go through, I can guide you and direct you. I can tell you, hey, this is what I did, what I didn't do, and show you the way. But you still have to decide what's best for you in the midst of that teaching or that insight. So what I do for the youth, all of my nephews and nieces know this. Shout out B3 who be in my lives. Shout out KTOZ, and any of my nieces and nephews. Absolutely. That's crazy. You read my mind. I was about to do that. But yeah, shout out all of my youth, even my family, that I want to be able to embrace that same protocol, that shout out to youth. And y'all pushing forward. Y'all pushing the momentum. So we have to listen to y'all too. Yeah, that's psychic as hell. That's crazy. That was psychic as hell. What the hell? But yeah, hang on, y'all. Hang on, y'all. Like 2026 is a one year. So there's gonna be a newness to everything. So when you go in a 1 year after a 9 year, that means the ending of cycles and the test about what no longer serves you are over. They are over. And pushing forward, like momentum and initiating new things are the basis of 2026. 2026 is about seeing things in a newer light, doing things in a newer light. The flowers is on our Peace Brokers page, bro. Yes, I bet. Yeah. Follow Peace Brokers as well. Okay, yeah, nah. I meant on this platform though. On TT. But yeah, for sure. I'm gonna make us one. I'm gonna do that today actually, because we got enough content to post on this one now. I wanted to have a few more videos. What's up? In the future, because 2028. Nah, yeah, not 2028. Lily, what's up? 2028 is crazy. 2026 though, yeah. For 2026, we're gonna be dealing with a push toward new cycles, new ways of leadership, new ways of pushing forward, new ways of just being better. Because in a 9 year, you're not really supposed to be that focused on, I won't say accomplishments, but like how success looks for you. Success should look like for you, if you were just depressed, right? Success should start with you getting out the bed. That's your first success. You're successful in showing action to better your day, better your mood, better your life. Right? Those type of things. So that's just an example of how you can look at success on a smaller scale. Success that you might think is a smaller scale. Nah, Lily, nah. I appreciate you being here though and all the love, but nah, you did bad. You already know that already though, Lily. And you see what Blanquita just said? I got people that really got genuine love for me. I can't just give out mod status. It's all love. I appreciate you liking up though. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's been good with you. But I asked you to not spam the chat. That's all I asked from you. Then you put SYBAU, and that's why I told you what I told you. But we reached a hopefully proper understanding and a clear level. I always send love out to you, infinite love. You're a good person. I know you're not a bad person, but you talked implosive to the Y-Fly. The Y-Fly can't have nobody talking like that. But yeah, the past is the past, exactly. I still appreciate the support you liking up and being here. We're going into November, and November is a 2-month. So the ways to prepare for what's happening in the current year, which will be a 1 year, is to let things end. So November is going to be a lot of tested relationships, things you care about or value that might actually come to an end. Like if you just think about the global theme, 9. Let's start with the top of the tree is 9. Under it will be the months during that theme. So from having a 9-year, which is endings, and then having a 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, it's an endings of those versions of numbers. So to make it make sense as well is, okay, if you have a two month like November coming up and things are ending, that don't mean every relationship in your life needs to end or every partnership you have should end or association. It just means you're going to be tested in what needs to end because it's no longer serving you or your higher self or the better you that has to be prepared for what? The 1 year we're going into new cycles. I'm going to take a nap, but you have my headphones. Got to clock in soon. Infinite love to you, Blanquita, and you definitely have a great nap. Yeah, I was going to end before y'all joined in, so, I'm going to come back later anyway. I'm actually soon get some food. I'm going to just end up with this last point for the November and December, and I'm actually out of here, too. I appreciate everybody that's here or been here with me. I was on my way out before y'all joined up, and I appreciate y'all all. The endings for November may bring about endings towards things that are no longer relationshiply serving you, things you care about that are not serving you, stuff like that. And then December being a 3-month is ways you communicate, ways you socialize in community groups, and what companionships do you have that may need to end. So everything was an end, different versions. We started off January. January was a 1 month. So it ended some things that we do with our self-esteem, our self-awareness, our ego, our persona, and so forth. February was a 2 month. So a lot of relationships tested, and now we're back in another 2 month. So y'all stay worried and aware and resilient for the next 2 months of the year. You have made it this far. Do not give up. Don't crash out. Don't let chaos take over. Don't be consumed by your emotions. What you feel right now is based off what you're seeing and dealing with. It's not based off the future, because if it was based off the future, I promise you will stay happy, because you will realize like, oh shit, this is just my test right now, just my adversity. Let me keep pushing forward, because the more I push forward, the more I pass those tests and have a better reward, not just pass the test. I have better rewards. The better I look at the process, the better I handle it. So yes, it's okay to cry, shout, cry it out, laugh, and talk it out, vent it out. Sometimes some people do got to get cut off. Some things do got to get cut off. Sometimes you got to put stuff on a chopping block. Whatever you had to do to keep your sanity, keep that sanity, keep your resilience. Do not let nobody take you out your resilience. Peace, A. You already know. You always stay when I come in. Yeah, because you big TFC. Big TFC. You know that. Until next time, though. Love you all infinitely. Even if I don't know you. Love infinite, because that's what we need in these times right now. Without all of the clarity and understanding and stuff that's missing, we're going to get the clarity and understanding back soon. But right now, let's just show a little more love. And love brings you closer to truth, which I believe is the highest frequency in the world. Living your truth. Start with love. Infinite love to you all. I'm going to end off with that and some YFLYLive music. If you like what you hear, go to YFLYLive.com and hear some more, baby. Yeah, we out. YFLYLive. Definitely see you later. I'll be back, that's for sure. I ain't making no false promises. I'll be back in about 3 hours maybe. Infinite love to you all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all days. Until then, if y'all can join back up, please do. YFLYLive, we out.
Talking about drill this, drill that. I don't really do the drill rap. She was talking about emotions, told her, baby, I don't really feel that. They been acting like with flow is focus on it, always where I been at. Get low just to get back. Niggas bring up the stats, then you know I've been a legend. 2 friends, rest of them is